For the majority of you, darlings, it's that for a very long time, there's been an issue with the way that you've been making decisions, in the sense that this wavering back and forth. Again, the universe doesn't know what to give you unless you're being very clear about what decision you have made. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I appreciate you all so much for coming by. And hey, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Give me a like if you enjoy this video, and come along and join the Ebb and Flow family. We would love to have you guys. All right, darlings, jumping right into Leos. Leos, let's see what's coming in for you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Darlings, do remember, as always, these are general messages. They're not going to resonate for everybody. Please do keep that in mind as I read. And if you need something more specific to your situations, I am offering personal readings at this time. So feel free to email me if you are interested. All right, darlings, let's get a couple more. I'm going to go ahead and pull the entire tarot portion of the spread, and then we'll talk about it, okay? So feel free to skip ahead if you would like. All right, one more. All right, oh, there we go. Highlighted energies for Leos. Highlighted energies, darling, we got the Judgment card and the Hierophant. Not a bad way to start. Okay, okay. New information? New information for Leos. Oh gosh, that's just a little bit too many, you guys. You got your Strength card, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Potentially here not feeling as sturdy as you once were. Needing to have some strength, potentially to carry on through a situation ahead. Let's see what's coming in. New information. New information. Justice here, darlings. Justice. Whew. Okay. How to handle, how to process this new information. We have, this might be a little bit of a long read, Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. Ascensions, moving forward. Moving forward for Leos. Moving forward. Oh, that was a lot of crazy that wanted to pop out. Ascensions, moving forward for Leos. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what we have. We've got the Two of Cups. Nice. And the lesson? Lesson that Leo needs to learn here. All right, perfect. We have the Two of Wands. Interesting. And we ended up with your Strength card at the bottom of the deck here, Leo. Okay, let's see. We got card of Virgo here with this King. We've got card of Libra with the Justice, some more air energy, and some water energy. We also have card of Taurus here in the Hierophant. All right, so it could be dealing with one of those signs, but not necessarily, darlings. Could also have those placements or somebody taking on these energies, right? Whew, you guys, this is good, but I think, well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So here, Levs, there's a bit of commitment here. A bit of commitment and some highest-based knowledge that needs to be obtained. This is wise counsel in your midst, or you acting as wise counsel for somebody. This is also, again, like I said, commitments. I feel like here, especially going forward with the Two of Cups, okay? It's definitely having to do with some commitment that you have. Judgment card, we're talking about blending the head and the heart to create a well-balanced decision. Something here obviously needs to be decided upon, darlings. The Judgment card, you got to be careful here with Judgment, because it can kind of tip either way here in your decision making. That is to say that if you don't use your highest knowledge and your highest accumulation of knowledge to create a proper judgment and to blend your head and your heart to come up with a divine decision here, darling, then you could easily go into the realm of making snap judgment calls or casting judgment upon somebody. All right, so just be very careful there. If the blending does not occur correctly between the head and the heart, that's where you get kind of a backlash. All right, so definitely a decision that you're in the midst of having to make regarding a commitment here. The decision waiver's on. It's funny because it's new information here. I feel like the new information isn't about the decision itself, but the fairness involved here. You're going to need to make this decision and make it fairly, all right? Or this is somebody casting a decision upon you that they are literally weighing out their scales and being very fair and very just upon, right? So definitely decisions on the table. This being new information, I feel like you have a decision and you're living in this energy. They may also too have a decision. And that may be why it's coming in new information. If they are not making a decision and it's only you, then I would say definitely be sure to weigh out your scales accordingly, and that is to be fair and very precise in your level of justice, right? Card of Libra here, she's blinded for a reason. She goes by weight. She goes by fairness. She doesn't look at things individually to a point of speculation and judgment. You got it? Like, she's blinded because she's purely going on what is fair and what is balanced and even for her. Judgment talks about blending your feelings with your thoughts, your feelings with your thoughts, right? So here, obviously, you've got a decision to make. Somebody else may too, but be sure that if you're living in a judgmental state or you're wavering towards judgment in a negative light here, Leo, be sure that instead of passing judgment or not blending correctly, make sure you do blend correctly and even go as far as to be almost blinded, weigh the decision out with a fairness here. Be fair about whatever decision you come up with. Okay, because you've got... I feel a definite commitment. See, the King of Pentacles, he's a stable, rooted, grounded individual. He's a committed married person here. It doesn't have to be a man, can be men or women. We both have a masculine and feminine side. Oh my god, I can't talk right now. We both have masculine and feminine energies, darlings. So here with this committed person, this coming in your how to handle and process, I feel like you're going to need to be sturdy like the king, because there's some battles here, okay? Also, how to handle and process is not to create your own battles. This could be internal battles. This could be battles as well with a person, an individual that you really shouldn't be fighting with in order for you to go forward. So take this as it resonates for you, because it's different for everybody, but I'm getting the sense that somebody committed here, somebody either married or committed, who just wants to provide, there's a midst of a conflict around them. So this could be you taking on the energy of the king here, of this Virgo king, needing to stand strong and sturdy and committed, letting something here with this 5 change, right? 5s meaning changes. So allowing something to change, not battling with somebody, because somebody here wants to fight, it feels like, okay? But this is your how to handle and process. It's almost like you have to rise above the fight. This is a knockdown, drag out war here, Leo. So somebody may be picking fights with you or just dragging your name through the mud. I heard that, name through the mud. Others of you, it has to do with a commitment. They're fighting about a commitment with you. All right, and there's a decision on the table to be made about the commitment. I feel like this decision really needs to be carefully planned out, carefully weighed in an effort of fairness. And if you want to be committed to this person, come from a level of highest knowledge here, Leo, to take the higher ground, because it really feels like there's something that, if it's you that wants to fight, somebody here wants to fight, so it's either you or them, but this is your how to handle and process, is to be the king. Be steady, strong, steadfast, reliable. Be committed, rooted, grounded like the king here, Leo. Your normal essence, I just want to throw this out, is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can be a little bit of a back and forth sort of energy. And so really here, Spirit is saying ground yourself. ground yourself so that when these swords come flying, and when there's a potential battle on about a commitment or on a committed level with somebody that you are committed to, there doesn't have to be there has to be a change to that. Okay, so there doesn't have to be a, oh, roll with it, now we fight, and oh, I'm gone, and all this drama and this feisty, fiery essence. You know, you're very passionate, Leo. You're very passionate. But ground yourself, my beautiful. Ground yourself a little bit. Borrow a little bit of that earth energy to really lay down your swords. Really weigh out if this is even worth it to fight. Because I think most of you will find that it's really not even worth it to fight. Okay? Two of Cups, going forward, your ascension, seeing eye to eye with somebody. I give a cup of love, you give a cup of love. We come together, we reunite, we love each other equally, we bond, we see eye to eye, and we get along. So this is friendship, this is a relationship of two souls, soulmate energy in this card as well. So this is in your future. This is your ascensions moving forward, darling. I feel like when the battles start coming, really rising above and really grounding yourself in truth will help you stand stronger to this person that you want to be committed to, I feel. But it's hard for a Leo not to get sucked into the battlefield. I know, because you're so passionate. I know, darlings, but here's another card of a decision. Okay, it's coming in your lesson. If you want to be committed to somebody and you want to see eye to eye with them, and I know nobody wants to fight with the person that they love. Nobody wants to fight with their best friends or their spouses or their family, right? We all can admit we don't want to be fighting. We just want to have a good, happy life. So that feisty fire energy that you're used to, kind of, like I said again, ground yourself and remember what's really at stake here. You clearly have a decision, darlings. You have a decision here, which is funny because, okay, I just want to throw this out here. You've got two twos, okay, and the decisions themselves are twos. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Talking your cycles here a little bit, darlings, okay, for your foundation's sake. For your foundation's sake, really learning this lesson in the way that you make these decisions, okay? I kind of want to get a clarifier on this as well to go with this to get you further lessons. So I'm going to pull out the Strength card because that's our first underlined energy for the entire tarot portion of the read. But something about your decision making, darling, you need to learn from, okay? So I really feel like because you need to learn how to make better decisions or how to weigh out your decisions accordingly, this is the back and forth, right? With the passion. Will I, won't I, should I, shouldn't I, can't I, can I don't know. That wavering, you got to really set in stone what you want out of the universe, because the universe is kind of, I'm getting this confusion. Like the universe doesn't know what to give you, darling, unless you make it very clear as to what you want. Okay, so any further lessons for Leo? Any further lessons here for Leo? What if this 2 of Wands? 6 of Cups here, darling. Okay, and we have 6 of Pentacles as our new underlined energy. Holy cow. All right, 6 of Cups, card of children here. You could have children with this person that you're committed to. Could have children with potentially somebody who is battling with you. Others of you, it's just a past card. Time card here. 6 is meaning balance. I feel like you need to find balance here, darling. These 2 in your lesson equal another 8. So again, we're talking about your cycles. We're talking about what you're used to, what you continue to do to yourself here, baby. And so the way that you've been making your decisions about a commitment here, really you got to allow the past to fade away. Others of you, you may be stuck on making decisions about the children, all right? And you've gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with somebody to the point of there's battles ahead, okay? That's just for some of you. That's a very small portion. For the majority of you, darlings, it's that for a very long time, there's been an issue with the way that you've been making decisions, in the sense that this wavering back and forth. Again, the universe doesn't know what to give you unless you're being very clear about what decision you have made. Yes, I want this in my life. And it can't have, these decisions that you're making now cannot have past energy attached to them. That's really bad for you to sit in the past. All right, Leo, so if you're stuck in the past, darling, use your strength to break free out of those chains, darling. Allow yourself to move forward with courage and triumph and your essence here, your poise. The way, look at how poised she is. She's magnificent, the way that she's gliding, letting her courage guide her and her instincts go on this beautiful, courageous, and, you know, the strong journey. All right, having your courage to guide you through the journey and guide you through your decision making, because I feel like a lot of you may be incorporating the past, maybe past relationships, maybe past drama, right, into whatever decisions you need to make right now. Okay, potential, I hold grudges, so potential of holding grudges for some of you. Really needing to ground yourself here, darling, before you get sucked into the battle, because it might end up messing with a connection here that I feel you don't want to lose. That's soulmate energy. So I feel like you really don't want to lose that. You've got, I mean, this is weird because you've got 1, 2, 3 cards of decision, right? And you've got 2 of a commitment. And then this 2 of cups, which is also 2, obviously. So, you know, 2s meaning decisions. It's just, it's very odd, baby. It's for your balance. It's for your cycles. It's better for you to really weigh out your scales a little more accordingly here and ground yourself before you get sucked into something weird and something battling against people. You don't need to be battling anybody right now. We just want to be happy, right? You want to be happy. They want to be happy. 6 of Pentacles. This is a collaboration. So potentially for some of you, this is a new thing because this is a collaboration that was built up. I give 3, you give 3. Something in the 3 is something being built up in its infancy, slowly created here. You give 3 and I give 3, and we come into a collaboration. We come into an essence of connection, right? So you've got something here. It could be potentially new for some of you that is... it's very balanced. It's very balanced. They're willing to see eye to eye with you. They're willing to work with you. So try not to get sucked into some sort of fight or some sort of passionate war that you end up maybe saying things you don't mean here, darling, or making decisions that were not in your highest good or that you never actually intended to. Maybe you get swept away with your heart after a fight, and then you're ready to make a snap judgment call, and it's you know, against your highest knowledge, and it would go against the commitment here. So really needing to be careful of how you weigh your scales to make this decision. And the more grounded you are, if somebody is making a decision on you, the better it will be, because you can't get sucked into a battle that you're not fighting. All right, guys, do keep that in mind. Highlighted energies, highlighted advice. That is like a ridiculous amount, you guys. We will literally be here all day. Let me give it another go through and see if we could pull out any further highlighted energies. But we do have patience and planning here, babes. All right, highlighted. Yep. We've got light on the floor. And we've got mental conflicts. Yeah. Black borders here, babe. Our major arcanas in this deck. So we got our first major right off the bat here. Something needs to die. Something needs to end. 9 and a 1 equals 10s. 10s being endings in the tarot. Excuse me, guys. Needing to follow your personal light. The light within you and your courage to drive you, darlings, because here something either came to an end or it needs to come to an end, okay? And through this ending, I think what needs to die is this back and forth. I feel this back and forth. 1 minute it's like, yes, I've made my decision. No, wait, no, I haven't. No. Oh, now I want to fight about it. I might even fight myself about it. No. There's no grounding. You got to ground yourself. Really follow the light within you here, Leo. You are the light, darling. So allow those old patterns to die. Having patience and planning here to really create balance, it feels. Create balance and create good luck. Because here with this commitment, and there's a decision that clearly needs to be made that I feel you're wavering in. And if you're not careful, the battle will lead to a Two of Cups in reverse. You feel me? Like this can easily turn this way. It's projected right now to go in the upright where somebody still wants to collaborate. They still want to be a part of your life. They still love you. There's a soulmate energy. They're pulled to you. They want to be with you, right? But if you're not careful, and you're not having patience with yourself, patience with this person, and you're not planning out your decisions accordingly, you know, there won't be as much good luck in that. So you really have to ground yourself. Red borders mean physicality. So in the physical realm, being patient, planning out what decision you're going to make from a much more committed standpoint, and a much more like light is that beautiful essence. This is spirituality. This is illuminations. This is basically your sun card in a different deck, kind of, you know what I mean? So following your personal light here, darling, because mental conflict is here. You've got another 2 decisions. Decisions, darling. You've got a lot of them, okay? And here, allowing yourself to get out of the old mental conflict that may actually have either nothing to do with this new person, or maybe so old that it doesn't pertain any longer. So really getting out of this energy of this back and forth in your mind, fully making a decision to commit, and that commitment needs to come from a place of love, a place of joy, a place of higher enlightenment and knowledge, to break free of this mental energy. Blue borders, it's all mental, baby. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. So that's a beautiful thing, because when it's all in your mind, you can take charge of it. This battle doesn't even have to occur. It can change before it even comes if you ground yourself enough and you are sturdy in the decision that you are needing to make here. All right, darlings? And really, if they come up with some sort of decision, they're being very fair. So know that they're being very fair in whatever decision they're making as well, if you're dealing with somebody else making a decision. So grounding yourself would be quite appealing to them, because it will help them make a more grounded decision as well. You've got fulfillment of wishes, movement, choices, decisions, darlings. Stand your ground and hope. That's freaking beautiful. Another 8. So cycles here, darling. You got another 7 as well. You got some good luck with you standing in your personal essence, standing your ground within your light. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sun. That's you. You know, you feel me? So here, the movement, choices, decisions. Another 2. Clearly, a decision is on your table, darling. And needing to have a balance here in your thoughts to make a well-balanced decision, a good decision based on fairness, so that you can move forward in the right direction from the physical realm and beyond, because you have a fulfillment of wishes if you do this right, a completion of your cycles when you do this correctly as well. Green is that emotion. So there's a lot of emotion involved in the situation, and something that you've literally put your effort into here with this fulfillment of wishes. So pouring yourself out into a decision, not wavering here as well. I'm really getting that with the waterfall. Actually pouring your essence into a true, honest to goodness decision here, and not wavering back and forth, standing your ground in what it is that you decide, because that will help you to bring about the radiance and the hope and the light in your life. Right now, it feels like you may be stuck in mental conflict here, Leo, because of this wavering, not knowing what direction to go. Your past might have a lot to do with the decisions that you're currently making. But if that's the case here, darling, I urge you and encourage you to break free from that, because there's no reason to keep yourself bound by the old. You know what I mean? That just will hold you down. Power here and temptation. Ooh. Ooh, temptation. Yeah, it's okay. Tempted to fight. I get that a lot. Tempted to fight. It's always these two cards that like really throw me off here. Needing to find balance with that 6. There's a temptation here. But this is how to handle and process. So you have a temptation to fight with somebody. You also have a temptation to not let things change mentally with that 5 of Swords. This is could also be an internal struggle, right? A battle within you, okay? Because mental energy with the Swords and 5s, meaning something needs to change here, darlings. Gotta be honest, something really needs to change. You gotta find your balance. So if you are struggling with that mental conflict, or you are tempted to fight with somebody that will toss off your balance here, ground yourself. Ground yourself, recommit yourself to yourself and to what it was that you said you were going to be committed to here, darling. You have a lot of power. You're incredibly power here to start a new cycle, break free from the old and begin anew. You know what I mean? Completion. Completion. Allowing those old cycles to complete or die in order to begin anew. And this starts with you. It starts with your power. It starts with the essence of grounding yourself here to either not fight with somebody or not fight yourself and actually make a decision here that has nothing to do with the past. Keep the past in the past, baby. That is the best advice I could give so far, is allow the past to remain in the past, okay? Because past energy has nothing to do with today's decisions, and that's why it's coming in as a lesson for you, darlings, okay? Gotta be honest. Ooh, Ascension's moving forward for Leos. Only one. Oh, rest and rejuvenate. Rest and rejuvenate. You've got a 4 here, darling. It's about your foundations. It's about where you stand here. Combining the 2, we've got a 6, needing to find that balance. I'm so sorry, you guys. I got something in my eyes driving me nuts. Needing to find balance here, babes. Needing to find balance. And with that rest and rejuvenate, for me, it has a lot of that 4 of Swords energy, right? Where we pull back. We don't fight with anybody. It's like he's gone into solitude, into the woods, and he is literally rejuvenating himself through meditation and spirituality. For some of you, this is what you need to do to get back on the ball here, babes, to really realize where it is that you want to go with somebody. Others of you may need to pull back from the connection because you haven't made the decision yet, and you need to really stop wavering, decide what it is that you want so that the universe can give you what you want. You feel me? And that comes through meditation, that comes through focus, intent, that comes through thought. And solitude, really, maybe you need to pull back from the connection for a minute and be alone and figure out if you really honestly want it. I think most of you will find that you absolutely do. That it fulfills you in a way that you maybe have not been fulfilled in a while, for some of you. Lonely, I heard loneliness. Okay, so, so allow yourself, darling, if that's the case here for you. Allow yourself to move forward. Allow yourself to make an ultimate decision that has nothing to do with the past and really ground yourself through your spirituality and through your essence, because I feel like when you do that, you're going to figure out what it is that is important for you. You're going to figure out what it is that is that you need to do, what decision you truly need to make to sturdy your foundations and to find that balance, darling. Transformation, another 4 with the foundations. Oh, my babies, we got crown chakra at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to whip that one out, but I do want to get you further advice here. Further lessons. We've got partnerships and alliances. Okay, partnerships and alliances, and we ended up with destiny at the bottom of the deck. I will get to that. I will get to that. Okay, so partnerships and alliances. Any new collaborations you have going on right now, darling, it's not what you dealt with in the past. It's not who you dealt with in the past. And maybe it is for some of you the same person, but it's not under the same circumstances. I feel there's been a lot of time that has passed. So allowing the old to really fade here and transforming the situation so that you can have a sturdier foundation for yourself. I feel like it's necessary here. because it may be a cycle of yours to waver in a decision, to bring up the past and ruin a new direction that you could be going. Really allow that way of thinking and that old cycle to die and transform so that you can break free of it. Partnerships and alliances here with the 3. 3 is coming into balance with mind, body, spirit, and your highest self, right? So mind, body, and your highest self, spirit. Partnerships and alliances, having a real, this is crown chakra energy, so really having a higher level of knowledge here to know that the collaboration, I feel, and this is a lesson, so some collaborations you may have not had success with. You need to learn those lessons. You need to realize that new collaborations have nothing to do with the past. They have nothing to do with past collaborations. So partnerships and alliances, 2 people coming together, now creating something together, now seeing eye to eye, now getting along, allow it to occur. Your first instinct may be to fight somebody, but really kind of let that die. You gotta let that die. I'm not trying to sound rude, but it's really in your best benefit here, darling. If you don't waver in a decision and you allow the past to stay in the past, make the decision to keep the past in the past. Allow a transformation of your cycles and of your thinking so that you can birth a new partnership and alliance with somebody, or to really mend your heart from old partnerships and alliances that may have not gone so great. Okay? 10s being endings. What you're going through is part of your destiny. It's part of your path. All right, so seeing things for what they are. Seeing things for what they are with that 3. Allowing something here that needs to die. I feel like it's a train of thinking. It may be old habits, that wavering in your decision making, that back and forth. If you want to come into a collaboration, stand strong. Stand strong to birth a new cycle for yourself. Allow the old cycle to die because it's your destiny to do so, darlings. It's your destiny here. Wisdom under that with a 5, something needing to change. I feel like it's your destiny to allow these changes to occur. They are needed, darling. And you need to make the decision to do so. And I feel like you're very powerful to do that if you allow yourself to be. All right, crown chakra energy. When the chakra cards come out, this is a chakra that needs to be healed, realigned, and paid attention to. So the messages that you're getting from spirits, you might be blocked. Your crown chakra might have been blocked at some point. Really heal the chakra so that you can open your crown again, receiving those messages from your highest self, source, spirit, so that you can gain clarity, so that you can be wise, so that you can go on to fulfill your true destinies, so that you can remain on your path. There's so many reasons here to realign that chakra, especially because I feel like there's a little bit of cloudiness in that wavering. The wavering back and forth with your decisions, you've really got to stand strong and be fair in whatever it is that you are leaning towards or what you decide, because and you got to do it from a place of being open to possibilities, open to spiritual connections, open to messages. For some of you, your crown chakra is closed, so maybe that's why you're having a hard time really buckling down in a decision. You might want to, because I feel like there's a theme here of needing to ground yourself, darling. You might want to align all of your chakras to make sure that you're incredibly balanced and aligned. And that way, if any conflict does arise, or maybe you have an internal struggle, that you're able to see it clearly, to receive messages regarding it, and really make a decision that will lead you in your greatest path and allow you to go forward with your highest good and your strength. You feel me? I think that's very important. Allow yourself to get out of this mental energy. And, mental energy. So you definitely might be blocked and clouded right now, okay? So having the mental clarity here, gaining mental clarity, it will help you. If you align your chakras, that will help you gain some mental clarity and allow you to go forward. Also, meditate here to gain some clarity, because I feel like this wavering is going to slow you down. There's some sort of will I, won't I, back and forth in your head. Should I? Is this the one? Is it worth it? I don't know what it is. All of you guys have a different collaboration. You've all got different scenarios going on here. But there's clearly a decision here that it has not been made that needs to be made. And I feel like you waver in your decisions as a whole here, darling, or bring the past into your decisions that you're making now. Try really hard to break free from that cycle so that you can have better luck here, darling, and complete your cycle so that you can have a fulfillment of wishes. All right, it's very important that if you want to go forward, that you allow yourself to go forward. If you say, I'm committed, and you say, you know, I'm ready to provide, or I'm ready to be here to be provided for. We can provide for each other. We can be a committed couple. I'm ready to stand strong. And then you're like, nope, I'm going to start swinging a sword. And you're just tempted to do it right off the bat. I mean, you're more powerful than that, Leo. You're much more powerful than that. Don't let that come into play for you, because it will wreck up what you have going on. This Two of Cups will probably not come in the future after that. So yeah, really be careful of the decisions that you're making. Really, truly ground yourself is one of the best parts of advice that I can provide here, because you've got movement, choices, decisions to be made, darling. Align those chakras so you can make the best, most well-rounded, and most knowledgeable decisions, right? So that you can make a decision based on your greatest good. Okay, babies, I hope that helps. I wish you the best of luck with this, Leo. I know that you're going to do just fine. Just remember to stay grounded in who you are. Stay grounded with where you stand, and allow yourself to go forward. Allow a decision to be made, as long as that decision has nothing to do with the past. All right, babes, I wish you the best of luck again. And until I see you guys next time, please stay safe. Please take care out there in the world. Peace, love, and light to you always, my Leo friends.